Last Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me here today for the Bethesda E3 press conference. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the live stream of the Microsoft press conference. I didn't comment over it live, but I was in the chat, and we did talk a lot about it before and after, and I will be making a follow-up video also recapping what I thought was the best from the press conference. But on to Bethesda, they have a lot to prove. They have a whole hell of a lot to prove. Last year, Tod Howard stood on stage and lied to millions of people about Fallout 76, about the Elder Scrolls Blades game that eventually came to mobile. And they've got a lot of goodwill to catch up on. Now, I played the beta for Fallout 76, both me and my fiance. And just to start this off, I don't like survival games. I don't like games where I have to eat or where you have to drink food to stay, or drink food. Eat food or drink liquids in order to keep stamina or keep your health up. I'm just not into that type of stuff. If I wanted to play that, I could play the survival mode in Fallout 4. I was, however, much more deeply disappointed in the Elder Scrolls Blades than I was Fallout 76. I am a huge Fallout fan, don't get me wrong, but the Elder Scrolls from Bethesda is what grabbed me from them. Playing Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3 on the original Xbox for hundreds of hours, and then moving on to Oblivion, and then to Skyrim, and then to have that in my phone on my 1080p screen in my pocket. It was supposed to be the game. Do you know what I mean? It was supposed to be the Elder Scrolls game that you could just take with you. And while that is what it was, it certainly was not the traditional Fallout Elder Scrolls experience that Tod said that it was going to be. It came with waiting. It came with crystals and gems. It came with sitting for 6 hours initially for a silver chest to open, then down to 3 hours, then down to 1 hour. It's ridiculous. Now, the one thing, too, that's always puzzled me when it comes to Bethesda and E3. Their first press conference, they had a huge bang out, here's Fallout 4, here's Fallout, the mobile version. What was that? The title to the game escapes me. And, well, anyway, they had a lot to show. Then they even straight up came out and said, we might not have a show every year just so that you guys know. We're not going to have things to talk about every year. And every year since then, they've had a press conference. They've not all been extremely well received, and I'm hoping that this one is. I'm hoping that here that they can show. I'm looking forward to Doom, mostly Doom Eternal. We saw a amazing gameplay segment from Doom earlier. I believe it was even at the last E3. I'm hoping to see a little bit more. I've seen enough, but I want a release date. I want to know what consoles it's going to be on. Since Microsoft announced the Xbox Scarlet or Project Scarlet as their next generation Xbox, are they going to be putting this on that platform? I sure hope so. And I'm also probably expecting to see The Evil Within. That is a game that has been lying dormant for quite some time. I'm sure we'll probably get the next installment in that franchise. And then, of course, I am always waiting on Fallout 4 PSVR. Bought a PSVR specifically for the Bethesda games got Skyrim, and searched high and low for Fallout 4 until I realized, oh, shit. It's not on the PS4 VR. Hey there, player. Welcome back to the Bethesda stream. Or welcome to the Bethesda stream. Back to the E3 streams. Just talking and going over what I'm hoping that we get. Also trying here. Just to make sure everything is set up well and optimized for the live stream. Looks okay to me. I'm hoping that everybody is having a good Sunday night and or Monday morning, depending on where you are located on the world. Now, this screen that we've been staring at here is just basically a slideshow of what looks like to be, quote unquote, I'm using air quotes, the Bethesda community. But yeah, tune in to receive drops for the Elder Scrolls Online, Rage 2, which is already out, Elder Scrolls Legends, which is their card game. I gotta be honest, I really don't care that much about their card game. That's just my my personal opinion there. I'm sure the game has a lot of players. Just however, it's not my type of thing. It's not what interests me. So, you know, it would be nice to, I'm sure we're going to hear about Fallout 76. I'm sure they're going to probably go on and maybe have a small apology and brag about how many players they have. But even though I don't play Fallout 76, I would be certainly interested in hearing, you know, what they have next for the game. Because you never know. Something might show up or something might pop up that would pique my interest. But yeah, Doom Eternal is the shining star here. Something that I can't wait to get my hands on. It's a game that I most certainly have said that... Oh, geez, what's going on with YouTube? What's going on with YouTube? Has YouTube finally crashed from all the E3 live streaming? Let's find out. Hopefully not, though. But yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. I honestly don't even remember what I was talking about there. Oh yeah, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal is the shining star, probably at the end of the path here, hopefully. And you know, Microsoft's press conference was super long. They threw game trailer after game trailer after game trailer after game trailer after game trailer, and then they threw another game trailer at you. Most of us really just wanted to see Halo Infinite, and they showed a small trailer that wasn't a whole lot, honestly, and left a lot to be desired. However, I don't even really know, aside from Doom Eternal, for me, what Bethesda has to offer. Alright, YouTube. What is going on here? YouTube crashing. It's not my computer. It's not my internet. Come on. Got the green bar. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on here with YouTube. YouTube, you're drunk. Go home. And I don't know if you guys are hearing this or if the microphone's not picking it up or not, but there are children that are outside and across the street that are screaming at the top of their lungs. Hopefully they're okay. I'm not going to go check. All right, they've been showing these same pictures and sometimes even the same pictures at the same time in different areas. Hopefully they get things moving along here. Oh man, what is going on? YouTube is just tanking for me right now. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on here. Alright, well, the live stream should be starting here pretty soon. We got about 9 minutes or so. Once the live stream does pick up, I am going to mute myself, much like I did with the Xbox press conference video. And I'll be in chat for those of you that want to chat. And, yeah. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a momentary lapse here. But the live stream is back. We're back up. You can, even though my brother is not here with me on the couch, you can thank him for what I think is a very clever and funny subtitle here for the live stream with Tod Howard lays an egg. That was a comment he made about Bethesda, hoping that their live stream, you know, is good and is not good, or is not bad, excuse me. But yeah, I don't know what's going on here with this guy. These are supposed to be fans, and yeah, I don't know what's going on here. That's a bit odd. But yeah, what are all of you hoping to see, or what do you want to see from Bethesda this year? Because honestly, aside from, and I've been saying this for roughly 15 minutes, aside from Doom Eternal, which looks absolutely fantastic, I don't really know what I want from Bethesda. I mean, they're not going to talk about Starfield. They've already said that. They're not going to be talking about the Elder Scrolls 6. They've already said that. Honestly, it was a huge waste of an announcement for them to announce those games so far away. I know that they needed something, and it was because of their Fallout 76 announcement that they were like, hey, you know, Starfield's coming. Hey, Fallout, or not Fallout, but Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. We're still making single-player games, guys, even though we're about to sell you a big pile of Fallout 76 Battle Royale. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Although, you know what? I don't know if the game engine could handle it, especially dropping in from such a high area. You know what? If you want an experience that would be like Fallout 76 Battle Royale, go play PUBG on console, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on Xbox. You'll get a performance-perfect representation of what Fallout 76 could offer in a Battle Royale. And I say that very, very sarcastically. You were hoping for gameplay from Halo. Yes, I believe all of us were. Instead, we got, air quotes, an in-game trailer, which isn't terrible. You know, it shows a good representation of what the Master Chief is going to look like, and it looks good. But most certainly, I was hoping for at least 2 to 3 minutes of a campaign, which was sad that we didn't get it. But, you know, there's always next year, and we're going to be getting a Halo Infinite multiplayer beta. That is something that they've talked about, and something that is probably going to happen in, what, January, February? Yeah, the live stream, I don't have the show audio turned up too loud just so that I could chat over it. It's just just like game music. You know, I'm probably going to get hit from a copyright claim from their music. If they brought an actual story to 76, it wouldn't be a terrible game. It lacks direction. That is something that I've heard a lot of, especially with there not being any NPCs in the game, it's very weird too, because Fallout is a very lore-heavy, a very story-heavy game, and the fact that 76 really didn't have any of that, it's definitely odd. Right, well, the stream should be starting any minute here. Come on, laptop. I know you can do it. You can do it. There we go. I would like to take just a few minutes here for self-promotion. If you guys haven't yet already, please give the video a thumbs up. It'll help out the channel, and it'll also help other people find it, because it'll tell YouTube that you guys are interested in the video. But let's see. Be Together, Bethesda. Well, I'm wondering what they're going to spin for this year's E3. It's probably this Be Together, but that's kind of been their moniker this entire time. That's why it's hashtag B3 pretty much. They had that whole, Save Player One initiative back a couple of years ago, and then they kind of trounced all over that with Fallout 76. So I'm wondering now I'm hoping that they're going to show mostly single-player content. Just like I've said before, Fallout 76 is just not my game. And the last year's press conference was super cringe. Super cringe. With two of the announcers on the stage last year. And then they had like that rock band, which I'm sure the rock band that was there, I forget the guy's name, was cool for the people that were there in the audience. But I mean, sitting and watching it through a screen, it was kind of like, okay, let's get past this weird music, But, alright, we are down to just 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and turn up the stream. I will be in chat, so feel free to we'll go ahead and chat it up and talk about how cringe this is probably about to be. And, maybe call Tod Howard out when he decides to say something that might be bullshit.
With a game, there is no game without the players.
Really, it all comes down to you.
みんなと一緒以外は考えられない。
Without you, there is no game.
There's no one to play it.
No one to interact with it.
意味がないよ。
You keep us in check.
And we appreciate that. And through all of it,
You're always there with us.
You are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
Your feedback sometimes challenges us, but it forces us to be always challenging ourselves.
You empathize with us as developers and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
I'm Dinga Bakaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out.
my name's Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rich Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
I'm Dana Christo, and I started out as a 16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
And now I'm game director at Arcane Studios.
Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
We see you.
Because we are you.
And together,
Together?
We are all. We are all.
we are all
We are all.
We are all.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Feel good? Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase. This is a night dedicated to those who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors, a lot of those, and survivors in the Wasteland. And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family. With our games, you've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years. And when I first started, one of my first responsibilities was moderating the community forums, chatting with you, and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal. So, if you're ready, let's kick it off, and to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios. Please welcome studio head and my good friend, Tod Howard.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here. Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you who have made these worlds what they are. Take Fallout 76. A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism. But the team kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that, something amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen. We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other. They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come. To you. And we have a lot more in store this year for Fallout 76. But first, our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible. And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
Thanks, Todd. It's great to be here at E3. And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible to bring this world to your phones in an all-new way. We still love those classic dungeon crawlers, and it's clear you do as well.
And whether you're exploring a dungeon or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our biggest update yet, featuring all new jobs and solo arena battles, an all-new custom jewelry system, and a brand new Dragon quest line. Yeah. It has even more, but best of all, it's coming out tonight. So, download free tonight and give it a try.
And we're also hard at work on our arena mode for this fall that'll feature PvP, your own guilds, and visiting your friends' towns. But most exciting this year, we're also bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades. Yes, Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you can start tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over. And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's.
Yeah. And for those of you playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week. So download tonight and let us know what you think. Thanks again.
Now, let me introduce Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming to Fallout 76.
Hi, I'm Project Leader Jeff Gardner.
And I'm Co-Studio Director Tom Mustaine.
On behalf of everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders, and it will fundamentally change the game.
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things. I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us? We've traveled pretty far. Heard there's hope here in Appalachia. Folk rebuilding, fighting back. We'll fight too, right by your side. We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you. The question is, are you with us with them.
That's right, that's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76. Not just NPCs, but a full quest line, new rewards, and as you saw, full dialogue trees.
This is a long-term story we're telling. Year 1 was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year 2 is about people coming back to reclaim it. Like previous Fallout games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players. And in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76 and its growing community have become. We can't wait to welcome all of you. And because so many of you are going to be joining us, we thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Your first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one. We are in serious need of leadership, so I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way to judge the superior candidate. This should prove interesting. There can only be one overseer. Good luck.
Fuck yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76. That's right. Nuclear Winter is a battle royale born from the Fallout universe. From power armor to perk cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures, and of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
So check out the sneak peek and let us know what you think. Remember, all of Fallout 76, including Nuclear Winter, is free to try this week on all platforms. So jump in tomorrow. We can't wait to see you.
Thanks again.
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6. We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
Please welcome the founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
Hello. ありがとうございます。I'd like to start by greeting my team in Tokyo. It's Monday morning there, but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。Tonight, I am excited to announce the next game from Tango, Ghostwire Tokyo. It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil. I think you love it. To tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
Wow, so many people. Wow, thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English. We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for. People are vanishing in Tokyo. You must find out why. You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges, to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, is this normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. Just kidding, just kidding. We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you. Bye bye.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
When I'm not playing Bethesda games, I work as a mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event planner.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
Make like back-end systems that it's really boring.
Maybe permanently or temporarily, I'm a full-time streamer.
I got a YouTube channel.
I make my own yarn.
I'm a social worker.
Teaching inmates.
I'm a game developer.
Working at a video game cafe.
I've been a Doom fan since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks.
My older brother picked up Fallout 3 and I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4. Oh my gosh, that's like my baby.
The scope of that game was just like a lot bigger than things I was used to.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you go to in Somerset, it was amazing.
You would look out and you'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go there, which was wild.
Go out into the world, go in any direction that you want to go.
The exploration and the weirdness and the alienness of it.
I played Oblivion. I tell you, it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences with a fantasy world that was that immersive.
Love the dragons. Scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Don't ever stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons to Fallout. Add dragons to Rage. Add dragons to everything. Mecha dragons. More dragons.
Please welcome Studio Director at ZeniMax Online Studios, Matt Firor.
Thank you, everyone. Wow, thank you. Yeah! And I just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons. Right now, in fact, players are deep into the Season of the Dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel. Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently added more server capacity just to support all the new players in Tamriel. ESO just keeps getting bigger and better. Just a few days ago, we launched The Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere, the latest chapter in the game where you're able to visit for the first time the homeland of the Khajiit, as well as control the dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't played it yet, Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players. When we announced Season of the Dragon, we kicked it off by showing you a video about how dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere, and we ended with a cliffhanger. Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere. That's right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Redguard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Redguard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors you've seen in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our 4th quarter story DLC named Dragonhold, which will complete the Season of the Dragon. We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which will unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August. Thank you so much for your support of the Elder Scrolls Online. We're humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for the game motivates us every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you. I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios. We have several other projects, one of which we're ready to reveal tonight. And to tell us all about it is the game's creative director, Kira Schlitt.
Hi, everyone. And now, for something completely different. Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play mobile game form. Let's take a look. So there's a new branch on Commander Keen's family tree, and they're heading to iOS and Android. If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first time, it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s. Yeah. It starred boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game. So, tonight, as we introduce Commander Keen to a new generation of players, we're also introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy. And Billy. Twin geniuses who follow in their famous father's footsteps. The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also full of enemies, allies, and some really bad guys. The twins build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction, drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies, and move through the environment. Choose from a caboodle of contraptions to conquer challenges. And try saying that 5 times fast. The twins go on adventures in story mode, which tells some of the classic Commander Keen tales, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones. In story mode, you'll overcome aliens, collect power-ups, and explore Mars and beyond. You can also go helmet to helmet with other players in battle mode, a real-time, head-to-head race through an alien landscape where you need to control checkpoints and claim the flag to gain ultimate victory. Commander Keen will soft launch this summer on iOS and Android phones. So please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game rewards and hot Commander Keen launch updates. We really can't wait to kick some asteroid with you all. Thanks.
Thank you, Kira. At Bethesda, we, like you, love mobile games. In addition to Blades and the upcoming Commander Keen, millions of you have enjoyed Fallout Shelter, which has now reached over 150 million downloads and counting. For fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee.
Make your play.
See? Dragons. If you enjoy other card games but are looking for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight. Legends' next expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available on June 27th for PC, Mac, mobile, and tablet. You can head over to Bethesda.net to get a glimpse at the new cards and content, or play it this week in our booth. I'll see you there, clapping. Now, speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2, and now Insanity Rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter. We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane. Take a look.
Look all around at this destructibility. Withstand when the red barrels drop unweekly. All of this and more is waiting in the wasteland.
That's my next tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
Have a nice flight.
When I get tired of this, put the crown on.
I got a tremendous surprise for you all.
Please welcome executive producer at Machine Games, Jörg Gustafsson.
Hello, everyone. After liberating America from the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, this year we take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games. First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker working for the French resistance, you will take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this July, and it's playable this week in our E3 booth. And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you are missing. But, as I said, we have 2 new Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood. With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game. You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill. And in Youngblood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend. Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op. Youngblood is set in the 1980s, 2 decades after the new Colossus. B.J. Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis. Check it out.
Paris, Nazi country.
That's where Papa is, so that's where we're going.
We can find him together.
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
Stewardesses.
enjoy life for a second, Jess.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26. And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you. And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these two Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
We love you too.
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba and game director at Arcane Lyon.
Bonsoir, I'm Sébastien Mitton, art director in the same studio.
So, along with partnering with our good friends at Machine Games on Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Let me begin by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef. This is a place of mystery, where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small taste of the world, let us introduce you to our two deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison. Out here, we're trapped.
We're free.
In this endless, eternal cycle.
Nowhere to run to, baby. Got nowhere to hide.
My life's purpose is on this island.
And I can't let this go on any longer. The more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
the only way to break the cycle
is to kill you. Is on my side.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels and, of course, Arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Because in the endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool. Excuse my French.
Yeah, maybe Maybe you should have said that in French, actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because we will take you on a trip unlike any other, and we really hope that you enjoy the ride.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
It's a wonderful way to get away from all the pressures in life.
I think the sense of community has really helped me as a person because I'm typically very isolated.
It's definitely very confidence building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just helps people, honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam War, which is why I'm also fascinated by elements of war.
Playing these games just kind of put me out of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and ESO.
Just being someone who is LGBT, it's nice to be able to sit down and play these games and feel accepted for who I am. It's really nice to see that their storyline has some sort of emotional effect on me as a player.
And I just really admire the creativity that goes into the process of making these big worlds with these amazing stories.
Building these fantastic worlds and telling these stories comes from a passion to deliver the very best experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software. Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with Go Anywhere, Do Anything, open-world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim. We, of course, developed the first commercially viable VR technology revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits. And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our id Tech engine. Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion. Orion is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform. So, how does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges of streaming. There's a lot of words. We used our expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth. And happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
But what does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players and for publishers. So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth or if you live far away from a data center. With Orion, you'll still be able to stream your game at max settings.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
Good question. Can it stream an unrelenting, fluid, first-person shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second? Let's see.
I'd like to introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just that here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom at 60 frames per second without perceptible latency. And we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance to be among the first in the world to stream Doom 2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com tonight. Because everybody could use a little more Doom in their lives.
And we'll see you in hell.
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. It is written. It is their time to give penance. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
That was awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal.
And I'm...
Thank you.
And I'm Hugo Martin, the game's creative director.
As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons, and your crusade to save it will take you across dimensions to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven and hell to the Sentinel homeworld and beyond.
Yeah. There is so much to see and discover, but Doom is first and foremost about gameplay, and Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your way.
Absolutely. Of course, the challenge in Doom is all about handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the game always has something new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal...
Play it. And some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight... You'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show. And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week.
Yeah. But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together. And watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Approaching planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
Thanks.
All right.
That was classic. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks. We're so excited because the gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3. Yeah. But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer. Not quite tomorrow. But Doom Eternal will release on November 22nd. We're very excited about that, and we've got something really special for Doom fans. An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an actual helmet. Yeah, you could wear that thing.
This guy's already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got one on.
All right, well, we've got one more thing we know that you've been waiting to hear about. Our totally new Doom multiplayer experience. We call it Battle Mode. We've been developing this in-house at id, and it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped at id to share this with you. This is pure Doom, but with your friends, where two player-controlled demons take on one fully loaded Slayer in a fight to the death. This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
You know, we can't wait, because we know you'll love the different play styles of the various demons, because each has unique movement, attacks, and abilities.
They can even spawn AI demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon. But before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Fight. Demon health critical. Slayer health critical. Slayer killed. Round 2. Final round. Fight!
Another round of applause, please, for Marty, Hugo, and all of our presenters tonight. And for everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight, we say thank you. 2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon. Yeah, see what we did there? We took out the Quake and put Doom. We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
At Bethesda, we're in the business of creating heroes.
超クールな敵もね。
But the true hero is you.
It's like we hand you this malleable clay and you do these extraordinary things that we never could have imagined.
We get to build these worlds and these communities, and you all come in and you play, and you bring these worlds that we create to life.
You help us build richer worlds.
みんなのおかげで助かってます。
You add meaning to everything we do.
We are glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
To the heroes.
ヒーローたちに乾杯
To the heroes.
À la vôtre.
Shit, I don't have a drink.
To you.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me today for the E3 live streams. We're just going to do a brief recap of this Bethesda stream, get some of your guys' thoughts, give some of my thoughts, and then we're going to go ahead and just cut the stream off here. It's been a really, really long day. Most certainly, though, the last half of the Bethesda press conference was way better than the beginning. Honestly, the games that they showed were really lackluster. Fallout 76 certainly being free for a week and having a Battle Royale mode and story mode and NPCs added to it really piqued my interest. I'm definitely going to download it, and I'm going to do some coverage on the game. I mean, why not? It's free to play for a week, right? Aside from that, though, their mobile stuff is terrible. It's them just honestly doing what EA and Activision does, except they're actually doing it with mobile games instead of their console games, and that is just microtransactions, give me money, give me money, give me money. The big star, of course, is Doom Eternal. But before we get to that, there's something that I did want to talk about when it came to this press conference, and that was the fact that I can't get over the crowd. Oh, thanks again, player. Thanks for the tip. I really do appreciate that. But I really can't get over the crowd that they have, that crowd of people there. It's like if you invited all your friends and family to like a childhood sporting event and they were all just screaming and carrying on anytime you were up to perform. Up to bat, we'll use a baseball analogy here. And it actually got to the point where it looked like it was interrupting the presenters. Like the one guy just kind of like, it stopped him. It cut him off. That guy cut him off multiple times. I understand, like, maybe if you're hired to be in the crowd to kind of keep the crowd hyped up and holler in and everything, but you absolutely have to know when it's appropriate and when it's not. That guy literally was just shouting at any chance that he could get. And it's just, it really was a little inappropriate. I will say that it was a little less cringy. That one woman, though, talking about Commander Keen and using her little puns and stuff, it was okay at first, but after the first one, it was like, okay, come on, let's get this moved on. Yeah, the Elder Scrolls guy, he definitely got stopped. He got interrupted multiple times. And, I mean, the Elder Scrolls stuff looks interesting. You know, the fact that they're supporting that game this far out when it's, I think, 4 or 5 years old at this point. You know, that's fantastic, and it's good that people have stuff and, you know, content to go to. But honestly, a lot of that stuff could have been put together in like a 10 to 12 minute Nintendo Direct style video. They did not need a live press conference. You did not need a stadium or a room filled with people shouting and screaming to try to give the appearance of, you know, people being excited. Everyone that was there, everyone watching for the most part, was there for Doom. I'm sure there were people that, you know, wanted to know what was next for Elder Scrolls and for the Fallout 76 with, you know, their new updates and everything. But it's just, man, that crowd, like, it was terrible. That entire front row had guys just jumping up and shouting. It's just, I mean, I don't know. It was quite terrible. And yeah, it looked very, very staged. But yeah, Doom looks fantastic. It is most definitely going to be a game that I live stream and cover and do all sorts of fun videos on. And it's coming out this year. I'm super excited about that. I cannot absolutely wait. The only thing is now is I'm torn on what console to buy it for. I have the first one on Xbox, but the 4K console is in the living room, and that's PS4 Pro hooked up to the 4K TV. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be a rental in 4K and a purchase on the Xbox. I haven't quite decided. Plus, as much as I want to get the Xbox version, the Switch version is something that I'm interested in looking into too. Why do I think Tod was so absent from the show? Yeah, they were most certainly. It's someone says because he's a liar. Yeah, I think Tod needs to know when to take a back seat. He could read the room. People were not happy with him on the last E3. He stood on the stage in front of people and straight up lied to millions of people that were watching and the people that were there in the crowd, assuming that those people back then weren't staged either. But yeah, he stood there and lied about Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Blades, which another thing is Elder Scrolls Blades coming to the Nintendo Switch. I can't say that I'm a huge Blades player, but you know what? I love games on Switch. It's something that I'm certainly going to check out. But the monetization in that game is absolutely ridiculous. I made a joke earlier in chat. I don't know if anybody had seen it when they were talking about it, that in order to continue this live stream, you have to wait for 6 hours or pay me money. But that is going to wrap up this live stream. If you guys did enjoy it, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I upload content weekly. I try to keep an upload schedule of at least once every 3 days. And I cover some news topics, game updates for like performances and content and everything. So that if that is something that interests you, then check out the channel. And if you like it, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, everyone, thank you all for joining me here today. Keep an eye out. I will be streaming more press conferences in the future over the next couple of days. Keep an eye out on the subscription feeds. And, until next time, everybody, thank you all for joining me here today. And I'll see all of you in the next one.